What is up, everyone? Elton over here. Welcome to another live stream. Thank you for joining me in today for another live trade for today, June 24th. I hope you guys are ready for today's pre-market. If you're not new, welcome back again. I hope you guys are ready to see what we got in store for today, as yesterday was a crazy day with a couple stocks. So we'll see what we have going on for today's market. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Elton. I'll be your host for today, and I'm going to be doing some pre-market analysis and also see what stocks are moving pre-market. Based on what I'm seeing, it's just nothing is going too crazy so far for today, Wednesday the 24th. And also I do live streams every single day, Monday through Friday, from 5:55 a.m. Pacific Standard Time till 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as a part-time day trader. Yes, as a part-time. So you're gonna see some me cut off my stream from those at that time, 7:30 a.m. But to cut the chat, let's just get right into it and see what we have going on for today. So first and foremost, we have this is the stock that I was just looking at right now, CTIB. CTIB is moving crazy. Yesterday it did spike up after hours like crazy. There was no news for it, and now it's still continuing to move up. It's moving up above from the previous day's close. Previous day's close was 236, and right now it's already at $5, so it's already up like crazy. And just now I was just creating using my Epic Pen tool, which is completely free for you guys to use, to draw out my lines to see what patterns I was seeing. And then boom, just now I was telling myself that this thing is gonna break off, and it just did, because what I was seeing over here was this pattern right here. So we had some resistance over here on $4.80. So over here, so somewhere around here, $4.80. We did have an uptrend pattern right here, and this stock was just pricing out right over here. So you guys can see we had a pretty good ascending pattern. So again, I was just telling myself right now that this thing is going to break off, and then what just happened, it did break off that pre-market high of 523 to a new high of 537. So now this candle, the 5-minute candle, has to close above that around 525, around 527 for it to continue moving, continuing to keep this uptrend. So that's a pretty good move right here, and if it does keep that uptrend, then this stock definitely has a potential, because the closest resistance that it has close by is, I don't have one, so I have to go back and analyze for one. This is the 3-year daily time frame, so I gotta go back years, looks like, and then boom. So the next closest resistance we got going on is, we got one at $6, and then the next one's going to be over here at 650. Whoa. All right, 650. There we go. Okay, so now if we look at it, that's the next resistance. That's that $6 and then 650 mark. And why are these things not? There we go, I guess. All right, so now this 598 or $5 is definitely going to be some strong support. Again, we just have to have this candle to break up to close around 527 for it to still be an uptrending move. But based on what I'm seeing, of course, there's going to be some reconciliation over here. So I can't create any alerts. I can create one that it's above that high of day, but that's going to be pointless, because it's definitely going to let me, I definitely do know for sure that it's definitely going to break that 537 alert. Pre-market volume is already at 6 million. Daily average is 1 million. So definitely a lot going on over here. So the first stock that we see on our pre-market scanner, and if you guys haven't seen, I just leaked out the video on how to watch how to get like hot stocks that are moving. Of course, that's within a specific range. There's a specific range of price, a specific range of volume, so you guys can modify it, but it's completely free. I'll put the link right here in the top right corner for you guys to see that. But basically it allows you to see what hot stocks that are moving out there based on a specific range that I have in the scanner. And all you have to do, if you have the platform Thinkorswim, all you have to do is just copy and paste the link. And within that video, I also explain how you're able to set it up. So it's pretty simple. Again, all you have to do is just copy and paste a link. And so for this stock, CTRM, we'll see a huge sell-off. There's no major news besides them getting a underwritten public offering of 35 cents per unit. So besides that, nothing too big. So I set an alert at around 40 cents. I'm not gonna go over some resistances because this stock has been falling down like crazy for the last couple of years. So again, I'm not gonna create any support resistances because this is just tedious for me to do, especially around this price range. Next we have KTOV. KTOV did make a huge move yesterday, but as soon as it opened, this thing just sold off throughout the rest of the day, as you guys can see. So now nothing much going on pre-market. It just has a lot of volume, but there's nothing truly going on for it. So I do have an alert though at around 95 cents, so we'll see what's going to happen there. Next we have iBio. iBio did spike up today. It did release some news. Let's see. It looks like IBM Watson Health. iBio selected by IBM Watson Health for use of IBM clinical development solution at no cost to help out support clinical COVID-19 vaccines candidates. So that's definitely some big news, especially with IBM's Watson's platform or Watson's program. I don't even know what you call him or it, but that's definitely some big news. And it looks like they are anticipated for data preclinical immunization studies on of 2 COVID-19 vaccines that will be available in the third quarter. So again, major big news for it. I have my 2 alerts. One's at $1.80 and the other one's at $1.90. And then for resistances and support, and this stock again this year spiked up. So this is trading at around $1.77. So the closest resistance we got $2, and after that we got $2.45. So we'll see if it's gonna be able to break above that. As you guys can see, it's already moving. It spiked up for a minute, but now it's just selling off. So again, that $1.80 is definitely a great alert right there. And again, we already went over CTIB, and as you guys can see, it's definitely gonna break. It's already breaking that alert right there. And so CTIB definitely one big mover. Again, then the closest resistance is $6. Long term for the rest of the day, I definitely do agree that it has a potential of doing so, of getting up there to $6. It's just definitely going to be doing it slow and steady. The float, or basically how many shares are available for the stock to be traded for CTIB is all right. So the float for it for CTIB is 2 million. So definitely a lot of risk when it comes to trading this stock. And so definitely we'll have to see how it behaves. Again, I am positively sure that it's definitely going to reach close to that $6 mark. But again, there's just going to be a lot of risk. And like I did say, it's Definitely gonna do it probably slow and steady. It's gonna have its sell-offs, but definitely is gonna try to get as close as possible to that $6 resistance, especially with no news as well. Next we have NOVN. Um, volume is spiking up. There's no big news. There's nothing really going on, so I'm not even gonna check this out. Next we have Plug. This is the power company that Tesla uses for their charging stations. And looking by it, it looks like they got a price target raised to $8 from $7, and also another price target raised from $6 to $8. So it looks like $8 is the price target price for Plug by these two. I would say, I'm not sure, are these analysts? Then we have IDX. IDX sold off like crazy yesterday. Hertz, I'm not even gonna bother trading Hertz. Hertz is just filing bankruptcy. All their shares are truly worthless. And looks like we have HHT. Whoa. So we got some news from HHT. So it looks like they released at 5:30 a strategic agreement. So it looks like there's an offline entertainment education network to be established outside of New York. I don't know what this company does, but as soon as those news released, boom, 5:30, this stock just spiked up like crazy. So right now it's trading around $1.11, somewhere over here. So it looks like we had some resistance at $1.30, $1.30, and after that, it looks like it's around $2. We do have a big gap over here that got filled once, and it looks like it got overly filled once again. What's the low of this? 86 cents. So again, the closest resistance is at $1.30, and after that it's going to be $2. So this thing's already selling off a little. So if it wants to recover, I'm gonna put an alert at $1.14. And at $1.21, which it's basically its pre-market, above its pre-market high. And so not a lot of stocks in volume today. SINT spiking up again. Demonstrated antiviral properties against CoV-2 and kills virus within minutes of exposure. It looks like SINT announces publication of a study to reduce the spread and transfer of coronavirus. Okay, so that's definitely some big news for it to cause it to move. And SINT was trading like crazy a couple days ago too. So this stock is at $1.67. So we definitely have a huge gap over here. Low of $1.87. High of $1.58. and then 275 it's another resistance, so $1.58. And again, the next thing is at $1.87. So I'm definitely interested in jumping on this trade. Let's see, its pre-market high is $1.69. Let me pull out the level 2. There we go. So this one is definitely interesting, especially with those big news. We'll see if it's just a pump. Why is it doing that? Okay, there we go. So looking at this price, and this, it's already kind of overextended a little bit, so I'm expecting a big sell-off over here. Looking at, again, the price is extended by 12%, so that's a little bit too much on the 5-minute. Now on the 5-minute is around $2.40, so I'm waiting for a quick sell-off over here. So SINT, definitely a big watcher for today, especially with those news that just released right now 10 minutes ago. All right, there we go. So again, the price still a little bit overextended, so we'll see if we get some sort of recovery over here. So now that that's happening, all right, so I gotta create an alert over here. So let me delete this. So I'm gonna wait if see if the price gets above $1.66, and of course after that it's gonna be $1.71. Alright, so this is the stocks that we were watching yesterday. So we had KTOV, IDX, FRSX, and then some other ones I added later on the day, but these were the stocks from yesterday. Alright, so let's delete some of these. Get rid of EDNT, no volume, no volume, no volume, no volume. BRN, I was paper trading that one for a short. I messed up with that one. FRSX, BIOC, it's just continuing to sell off. I don't even like it anymore. IDX has truly nothing going on too. And KTOV, I already got alert for it. So the stock SINT so far, that's the only one that I'm like. The other one was CTIB. Where is it at right now? So hit, there you go. It hit at $6 like I did say, and it looks like it did hit it a little bit earlier than I expected. But I did say that it was gonna definitely hit that $6 mark. And so there we go. And then where's SINT? So SINT is still trading on $1. All right, so like I did say, there was going to be some reconciliation over here going on. And so definitely big news for it, though. I definitely give those big news to it. Hertz. Let me see what kind of setup we got with Hertz. So we got a big spike. Now we're getting a big sell-off. On the 1 minute. Boom. Alright, so we got some resistance right here above $1.45 and another one right here at $1.65. And of course we got the pre-market high of $1.70. So based on that, I'm gonna put my alert at $1.61. $1.62, that's perfectly fine. And of course $1.72. Just in case. I always like to take some precautions just in case it wants to make any type of move. So there we go. Now let's delete that one. Alright, so let's put Hertz on the board. Nothing else looks pretty good to me. So definitely we'll see what we have going on for today. So far, main watchers for today so far are going to be SINT, Hertz, and CTIV. There we go. And oh, where was there's another one. I think it was this one. Yes, HHT. So minor quick reversal. Okay, perfect. Those alerts are perfect right there. So $1.14 and $1.21. So let me add this one, actually HHT as well. Let's see what else we got going. Ooh. Okay. JAKK, no news. Spiking up over here. Okay. Let's check out its history. Ugh, this looks ugly. Definitely some resistance at $1. And then some support around 70 cents. So there it goes. Looks like it's just range trading there. So close resistances are at the whole dollar. I'll wait to see what happens here. And then we got another one. Resistance point at $1.40. I'm just gonna round it up. There we go. If anything, I will set an alert right here at 92. I'm just gonna set it at 92 cents. We'll see if it breaks that. It's definitely picking up. The price is getting a little bit extended. SINT. There you go. SINT sold off. So on the 1 minute, we had a big move on the upside, sell off, big move, and now it's just selling off. And so again, those two are perfect right there on the alerts. If it continues selling off, that's perfectly fine. Then I'll set an alert kind of close to the low of this, so like 152. Wants to get below that. So what was it? Ooh, VAL spiking up too, but no news. CPE, nothing. MVIS, too low in volume. Looking at daily average, 19 million. CHNR, 1.9 million. Looks looking very choppy pre-market. JFIN a little bit overly priced from my standpoint. Oh, KBSF spiked up a few days ago. When was it? Yeah, it was on June 12th. Yeah, all these look very choppy, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on these main four for right now, and then we'll see what moves pre-market. What moves once the market opens. Let's see, so CTIB, SINT, then I have HHT, and also Hertz. Oh, and where's Plug? How's Plug doing? Not plugging at all. Alright, so CTIB already hit a high of $6. So again, we had a bullish move from that pattern that I had created just a few minutes ago. So again, I had said that there was some resistance right there at 480. We had a pretty good uptrend, and that it was still going to be bullish. So again, we got an ascending pattern right here. And then if I have my screenshot saved, where's it at? It's a rising wedge type of pattern, but it's not even too much of a wedge. It's more like a bullish pennant. So yeah, it's more of a bullish pennant. It's still not even that. It's an ascending triangle. That's what it is. There you go. Because looking back at it, again, it's just, yeah, it's that perfect ascending triangle pattern right there. So boom, just from there, it broke off. And now, of course, we're getting some selling point, but definitely gonna come down here. It's definitely the simple moving averages are definitely getting supporting it, so it's definitely gonna still move up a little bit more than $6. So again, the next closest resistance we got is 653, and so that's definitely gonna be a big watch right there. But we'll see how retesting that $6 mark goes, because if it passes $6.50, then we're definitely in for something big. Because looking back at its history, its highest that it's been has been 975, so we can definitely expect something around $8 or so. Yeah, since we have a huge gap right here, so 8 high of this 826. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see. HHT making a reversal over here. Let's see if it breaks this $1.09. So 7 minutes left until the market opens. We'll see what we got. Where's HHT? There we go. So again, if we were to use our Epic pen, we saw a huge surge for some volumes, for some big news, big sell-off, trying to cover, not happening, trying to rebalance itself out, so trying to retest that $1.10, I'll say $1.10. And so definitely trying to see over here how it goes. Also SINT trying to retest that $1.65. I got an alert at $1.66. And it looks like we got a signal. A signal's popping out for a possible trend. Let me look at the price extension over here. So it's not too overly extended. And the 5 minute, the 1 minute, we're definitely getting so the pattern that I see that has been that I've been studying for a long for the last 3 years, actually 2 years, because I learned 2 years ago, is this kind of pattern where the 9 SMA breaks up, so opens up, the 50 SMA helps it out, and the 20 SMA, it's right there in the middle, so it kind of opens up like an alligator. I see that this thing was curling to close, but it didn't. And then a couple days ago, I did notice that every time, if it doesn't close and it starts to curl up like this, let me erase that. Actually, it starts to curl up like that, then we're definitely gonna see a big uptrend for kind of a long term for the rest of the day move. And of course, that's the 50 SMA is definitely gonna be pushing along the way, but on the 5 minute, I'm seeing the price just way too extended. So I'm waiting for a curl. If I'm seeing a big some type of curl happening, then that means the spike is definitely going to going to end. But again, the same thing, if we see the 9 SMA, so the blue line kind of curling, but then recurling back up again around the 20 SMA, we're definitely going to have a big move. So as you guys can see, now the price is dropping because again, on the 5 minute, it's just a little bit overextended. The price is just a little bit too extended. So therefore, we're gonna see some curling happening over here. So again, same thing outside. It was curling to close, but then it started to recurl for a spike, and now it's just recurling again on the 1 minute, because again, on the 5 minute, it's just overly extended. And so the 5 minute is the one that I'm watching for that curl to start happening, meaning there's going to be a sell-off. And then once the sell-off happens, we'll see if it's going to start curling down. And then once the sell-off happens, if it wants to recurl back up for an uptrend. And so it's a pattern that it's a little bit hard to explain. It's just you gotta be seeing it for like a long time. Again, I've been seeing it for the last 2 years for a lot of stocks, and I definitely have a lot of proof on how crazy this pattern is. Yeah, I have a lot of screenshots of all these stocks that if you were to relook at them, for example, CETX. This is a great example right here, where this is the 5 minute. So again, it opened up, it curled like crazy, but then once it recurled, again we saw a big uptrend from that. I would say from around 210, from 210 to a high of $3. So that's a 90-cent gain right there. And so again, it's just when that recurl happens on the 5 minute, it can definitely be strong. It just depends on when it happens and where exactly happens. It's a little bit, again, it's a little meticulous to understand it for now. If you haven't seen it, I think I learned it from a book that I read. I just don't remember what the name of the book is, but definitely something big that I noticed on a lot of stocks, and I've been taking a lot of screenshots lately. I didn't take a lot of screenshots in the past. What I did in the past was just take notes of it and write down the stocks that happened with. And ever since then, I've been doing that a lot here on my notes, on sticky notes, and then I have like Excel files as well. So again, the patterns is just a little hard to explain on how it actually works. So HHT though finally broke off from that $1.10 resistance, went to a high of $1.15, and the stock market is going to open right now in about 23 seconds. Where is CTIB had a big sell-off. So again, with the pattern that I was just explaining, the mouth of the alligator mouth, it's like it opening it up, but right now we're gonna see a curl, and then we'll see if it recurls again for an uptrend. All right, so the market is open now. Let's head over with, who is it? The HHT. There you go. So HHT is the main one that I'm watching. All right, so there goes my first alert. All right, so I'm gonna try to get in right here. Ooh, put me in. There you go, $1.23.99. All right, that's fine. Oh, I didn't do my bracket orders. Fuck. That's fine. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to recover a little bit. And so basically I'm at $1.24. It's $1.23.99. So I was waiting for it to hit that $1.30, but that was not the case. And I placed a single order too. And so that single order, CTIB, just made a huge reversal. Big reversal over here. So SINT selling off, and CTIB again just making a huge reversal. And then the pattern I was seeing from at HHT was that recurling, but it looks like it's not gonna get retested above that $1.10. From my $1.23 average to now, that's already a 10% loss, so I gotta get off here before this thing gets crazier. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely gonna be recovering a little bit, so I'm just gonna wait. And then I messed up because I did a single order instead of my bracket orders too. Yeah. Damn, this thing is not even an auto send. This thing is messed up like crazy. Yep. I gotta wait for it to recover some, because if I get out way too early, the price just dropping like crazy. So this thing, it definitely has to recover some. And I'm not gonna finish the rest of the day with a green day like that. Where's it at? It's at $1.06. All right, so SINT, big move that it made. I need to get out from here. $47, almost $50. Wow. This thing truly faked me out. The markets are not the same as they were 2 years ago. This thing is crazy. Wow, because the pattern that I was seeing did not set up there properly at all. Because what I was seeing was big spike, some sell-off, recover, sell-off, recover some. And so it was a kind of a double top right there. And so I didn't see that double top on the 5-minute. What I was seeing on the 1-minute was that curling on the SMAs, but that did not turn out to be really pretty at all. So let's check out SINT, where it made a huge spike as well too. Above $1.66 and above $1.71. Looks like it topped off at $1.78.7 for the day. XRSF, it looks like it wants to move again. There's a lot of risk with this stock. We'll see if it breaks above 348 for the day. And it definitely looks like it's not. Again, HHT definitely recovering over here. Yeah, it's just HHT definitely faked out with that 9 SMA on that 1-minute. On the 5-minute, I should have known better. It was starting to curl, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be selling off for the rest of the day. So this one's already a worthless for the rest of the day. I mean, it's good to short sell it. I would short sell it as well. And since right here, this is short sellers trying to cover some, but it looks like it's still gonna continue heading down. SINT, there it goes. Again, we got some resistance at $1.86. Again, definitely some big news. And so I'm gonna try to get in on this one. Looks like the max that I can get in. Okay. There you go. So film it at $1.88. And then we definitely got some big news. So heading around $2 will be my goal, or try to cover some from try to recover from Mr. HHT over here. Again, the price is a little bit extended, but it's perfectly fine. I'm looking this for the rest of the day. It's definitely, the setup is just definitely getting started. And so we definitely got a long day for SINT. I'm gonna set an alert that it breaks above $1.90. And so I gotta recover $40, and then so basically I'm trying to break even for the rest of the day. I'm trying to look at the big picture of it. Um, Again, I'm just looking at these candles. The way it's starting off, it's still a low price, especially with those big news. And so again, just looking at the rest of the day, definitely something big for me to keep an eye on. Looks like Jack broke off. It was kind of choppy, a little bit ugly in the pre-market, and definitely just broke off then. It's a big mover right here. JAKK or Jack. Let's see, do we have any close by resistance? Oh. Yeah, so its closest resistance now, it's at $1.40. So it broke that whole dollar, which is nice. So now the next thing is at $1.40. So SINT getting a lot of support on $1.80. So on the 5 minute, the SMA is just coming up slowly, and then on the 1 minute time frame, this thing is just range trading there. But again, I'm looking at the bigger picture for the rest of the day for SINT. It's definitely with the big news as well. So this is the same pattern that I was expecting from HHT to happen on the 1 minute time frame. But of course, there was just two different patterns where the 9 SMA was just curling, but I was expecting for it to just kind of recover some, and that was not the case. It literally just failed right through, but it did have a double top pattern that was just developing on the 5 minute, and then that's what caused it for it to sell off like crazy. And so now HHC is just negative 10% from the minute it opened, and I get in at $1.24, open up at $1.15. So basically just a big loss there. So we'll try to recover some with SINT, which has a lot of potential, and it looks like Jack also has a lot of potential go on for the rest of the day too. With Jack, I will be in a quick short position since the prices are getting a little bit overextended. It's overextended by 25% on the 5 minute, and then on the 10 minute, on the 1 minute, it's already at 10%. So that's getting overextended. So again, I'm in for a quick short position with JAKK. So yeah, so once the price is overextended above 20%, especially on the 5 minute, it's just we're definitely gonna see a big downfall. Maybe I didn't notice that with HHT. I'm not sure how big the percentage was on the price being extended, but whatever the case may be, I have this as a video review, or kind of like a study review for me to look back at my trades and then see what I saw, what I was looking at, and then see what I didn't see. So sometimes you just have to like step back a little bit and to like look at the bigger picture. The further back you look, then the further ahead you could see. That's a quote from Winston Churchill. I kind of like it a lot too. Um, so again, the further back you look, then the further forward you will see. So again, taking a big step back would have been a better idea that I should have taken from HHT, but that was not the case. But so it looks like Jack, it still doesn't want to crash just yet, but the potential of crashing, it's definitely developing, because again the price is way too extended already. So there we go. Looks like SINT broke off $1.90. So again, like I did say, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture. We'll see if he wants to continue moving up. I'm gonna put an alert that it's above $1, above $2, I mean. So my average price is $1.88. Now we gotta see if it gets above $2. I'm only up a few bucks too because I don't have that many shares of it. So I definitely got a long way for me to break even, which at this point I'm not even gonna break even. It was just I hate when that happens when I don't put that. This is why you always gotta use the brackets. If you don't use the brackets, then you're gonna have a big losing day. It's people always think like, oh yeah, it's gonna uh it's gonna reverse over here. It's gonna reverse over here. No, it's gonna reverse around this price. It should definitely reverse around this price. It's like no, just cut your losses right away. And and profits too. Profits just always lock them in, no matter how big. Just balance out a little bit. But again, I'm just looking at the big picture for SINT for the rest of the day. It's only been 20 21 minutes in the market since the market opens. And long term wise, I'm definitely seeing something big for SINT. Yesterday, something wanted to happen, but nothing truly happened with it. And I believe a couple of days ago, it did go up to a high of $3 and 370 pre-market, and then around $3 when once the market opens up. So definitely something big, especially with those news that just released right at 6 a.m. Definitely something can definitely happen with it. It's only up 14% since it opened up. So again, we still got a long day to go up ahead of us. Let's check it out in a different time frame. How about that? So it's overextended on the 15-minute. It's a little overextended on the 30-minute. So there it goes. SINT trying to retest that $1.95 resistance. JAKK selling off a little bit. CTIB sold off big, but then it's trying to recover. So retesting again $1.95 over here for SINT. Let's see if it breaks it. There we go. Broke it off. $1.98, $2. Come on, break up above $2. And so that $1.95 is just trying to be some support, but it's just way too weak. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna break off above $2. It's just having big sell-offs. But big sell-offs mean lower supply. And then if the demand keeps on increasing, it's already at 14 million in volume. If the demand keeps on increasing, definitely it's definitely going to be pushing that price up. Let's see where I'm trying to look for what the volume is for SINT. I mean, what the float is for SINT. Here we go. And its float is 10 million. So not bad. It's a little above average. But yeah, it looks like at this point it's definitely not gonna hit that $2 mark, because we're gonna start curling down over here on the price. So yeah, that's so I had a green day on Monday. Yesterday I had a big red day on my Webull account for some paper trading, so short selling a stock. And today a big red day from my real account. And that's because once again, this is like the third time that I don't place a, oh, this one doesn't count because this one, again, I was trying to look at the bigger picture, which I can definitely do see that it's gonna hit $2, but it hit $1.99. That's the closest I can possibly get. But again, if the supply is getting cut down and the price, again, the price can definitely spike up any second. Because again, it's just I'm seeing a lot of big sell-offs, meaning that there's just a lot of supply being get rid of. So it's just gonna drive the price up, but it's just a big red day yesterday, and then I gotta cover a lot, just trying to break even with a minimum amount of shares. So that's what sucks about it. So CTIB making a reversal. So finally, after a big sell-off, now it just wants to recover some. So definitely gonna see if it wants to retest that $5 resistance once again. So again, another big sell-off from SINT. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of buyers just trying to get rid of the shares. So just too much supply, not too much demand, not enough supply. So that's definitely going to be a bummer because that's going to drive the price down like crazy. Yeah, so definitely we're going to see a big sell-off over here. And so it looks like that's it for SINT. I do see that there's going to be a big volume surge because the volume keeps on, it's dropping, but then looks like it could pick up just at a random spot. So I don't want to just leave yet because again, that random spike could just definitely drive the price up above $2. So let's see, $1.98, $1.99. Okay, there we go. And then there's the random spike right there. Price extended by 10%. $2.06. Make sure I still got 60. $2.11, $2.14. I'm still gonna have a big red day. This thing cannot get above more than 2.15 to be honest. I'm just gonna get off in just one more second. There you go. There it is. So that's what I was waiting for. And so there we go. That there is the huge volume spike. I just already knew it. I was already expecting it. Just based on how these sell-offs were happening. I knew there was something happening about something getting sold off. That just was just driving the price up, and then the price just got a little bit too extended over here. And so I got in pretty good. I would have been more satisfied if this was 200 shares rather than 60 shares. Or actually, not even, I wouldn't be able to buy 200 shares. Actually, it would have been a little less than 200. Would have been like $160 shares. But that would have been an amazing trade right there. Again, I was just trying to cover as much as possible, but just by looking at it, if anything, the highest that I can probably say that it's gonna go, it's still young to say, but I'll say it will be 250 for the price to get up there. But it's just now it comes up a game of just playing it. Again, over here when I got in at $1.88, I was expecting a sell-off, so I was okay with it, and I knew I was gonna expect a big move. But then when I saw that resistance at $1.99 or $1.95, then that's why I started getting a little bit worried. But then I saw a big sell-off, then a big recovery, then another sell-off. That was just showing me that there was just the supply was getting the supply was coming down. So again, supply and demand from economics class is the supply comes down, the demand was there, is going to definitely drive the price up. So I was waiting for that spike in volume to drive the price, and then boom, just like I just literally said it, I was seeing that curl in the volume, and then boom, that huge volume spike just drove that price up to now 225. So again, I think the stock for the rest of the day can definitely go up to 250. That's what I'm estimating. Again, these are big news, so you can never know when exactly it's gonna be topping off. But it's just looking at the 5-minute, the price extended by 21% now. Again, I could have held it a little bit longer, but you can never truly know when the price is gonna be topping off. Which again, I'm seeing a lot of 250. So I guess, like I said, 240s, 250s, 240s is definitely gonna be the tops for SINT, and then maybe later on the day, midday, or even before lunchtime is gonna recover and then try to push more towards $2.70. But there it is. There's just that first volume is just what drove it up. And again, I knew I had to be a little bit patient. But let's see where it goes to right here. So 249, 250. Again, a lot of resistance right there. 250, 251. Okay. So there we go. So 257. So that's telling me that's definitely gonna reach to $3 for the rest of the day then. If that's a big move, definitely gonna reach $3 unless there's on this candle there's a big sell-off. If it gets below 230, then it's definitely, that's it. 257 is the max it's gonna go. But if it doesn't get below 237 on this candle, then below 230, then it still has potential of getting up to the next resistance, which is 275. So we'll see where this candle goes. Again, it has to be below 230 for it to get close up like that. So 15 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. Is it going to continue? Yes, it is. It's going to continue moving up. Yeah, so you see, because it didn't close below 230, definitely still has a lot of potential for the rest of the day. But again, I knew that a spike was just going to drive it up. It was just showing itself. It was literally just showing itself. But I was trying to recover as much as possible. But due to the limited amount of capital, I can only do so much. But I was trying to do the best, and then that was the best. That was the best trade that could possibly happen out there, and for me to recover some. So now retesting again. If this candle closes below 225, then that's it. 257 is going to be the high of the day for SINT. It just has to be below, again, below 225 for it to just completely sell off for the rest of the day. So I would have held a little bit longer. That would definitely would have been great. So from $1.88 to $1.50, I mean $2.50 would have been a 33% gain, but I get into a 217, so 15% gain. So I missed a 15% more, but again, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, I would have recovered a good 37%. I mean $37. So that would still would have left me at a negative day, but it would have been $13 less than $13 more. Yeah, so this thing definitely has a lot of potential still going on. Again, if I see that the price gets above the SMA on the 5 minute, if it's above 25%, then overly extended, and then big sell-off is gonna happen. So it's trying to get up there, but 22%, it's like about the average of it. And let me adjust this to the trending stocks 2.0 scanner, and we should see SINT on the top of the list. There it is, 50.94. And then I did mention it, SINT was going to be a pretty good winner for today. I can never guarantee it, but as soon as I see those news around 6 a.m., that's definitely something big over here. Yeah, this thing doesn't, it's not gonna go, it's definitely gonna go up to 270. Definitely is gonna get to 270 today. I don't know how is it gonna do it. I don't know when is it gonna do it, but definitely gonna get to 270 today. I don't care about these big sell-offs. Again, if they're not closing where I'm saying that they are, because that means the potential is still there. And if you may ask, how do I know all this? Again, it's just spending times looking at charts. This is more than a hobby. It's a big passion that I got for stocks. And here's one of my proofs. Proof number one, my passion for it. Proof number two, right there. I just keep track of all the stocks too. Again, I started back in November. I have calendars on other Excel files of just stocks. And this is it. All right, there we go. Yeah, if this candle can definitely get below 220, then yeah, that's it for it. But I know I'm like saying like, oh, if this candle, so on the 1 minute, this big red candle, I'll explain it to you. So if on the 1 minute, this big red candle got below 230, then it would have sold off. But no, it wanted to spike up again, so that wasn't the confirmation there. Then a few more candles happen, 2 more minutes happen, nothing was there. This one, okay, try and retest it, but still nothing there. Now this big one, this was a confirmation that now it's going to be selling off. And then now with this candle, which it has 40 more seconds, if this candle gets below 220, then for sure it's going to be selling off. Now I'm saying that because just the way the candles, there you go. So it's going to be selling off. It's just the patterns. It's not only because of the candles, but it's because of the patterns. So if we were to look at it, we were to see this. So we see a big move, sell off, big move, sell off, huge spike, which I was expecting it. But now we see a big sell off. if this candle again, if it doesn't get below this, the open of this candle, the big candle, this green candle on the 5-minute, then that's just telling me that it's it has some potential, but we have to wait for the confirmation of that potential. So again, it's just playing down. It's not playing the profits. It's not playing the. It's not about playing the it's not about playing the technical analysis. It's just playing the candlesticks and volume. So basically price and volume, that's all you're playing price and volume. And remember, you're playing also with buyers and sellers. It's just who wants it more. Is it more of the buyers or is it more of sellers? It's just simple economics. Simple economics. It can't get any more simpler than that. But again, it just comes down to the price. If the price closes at this, then this stock is going to be heading this way. If it opens up over here, then it has the potential of going up there. If the volume decreases, it's going to sell off. But then if you see a big return on the volume, then you're going to expect that big return. And that's what I was expecting over here. There were some sell-offs, but I knew, again, I've seen it multiple times. That's when you have to bring some experience of spending a lot of time on looking at some charts, and then you start noticing little things. And this was the little thing that I was expecting, and I literally did mention it. The volume is gonna, if the volume returns, then this thing is gonna be moving. And what did it do? It broke off above $2 and it went to a high of $2.57. It's just this, it can't, when it comes to stock market, when it comes to trading, it just, sometimes it can get simpler. I messed up earlier with HHT, and that was because I didn't play the candlesticks. I was playing a pattern instead of the candlesticks and the volume. And I didn't see a pattern that was being created. Until, again, there it is. Again, if this candle just closes below the open of this candle, which was this big green candle over here, which was what, 216. So yeah, just below 220. It's just gonna be selling off for the rest of the day. That's just what I know. And it has 2 more minutes for it to close below that, below 216. And as you can see, the volume, it's still pretty high, but on the 1 minute it's just dropping. So again, it's just 45 seconds left to see where this candle closes. So it has to be below 216 for it to continue selling off. It has to be below 216 before it continues to sell off. You see how it's getting pushed back up? It's getting pushed back up to that $1.16. Literally has 10 seconds left. You see how that's doing? So that means the volume is still there. Demand is still there. 4 seconds left. And that's it. It just broke even right there. Closed at 216. So there you go. So now you're playing volume. But now you gotta confirm it. Is the volume in the price going up, or is the volume on the price going down? And so far, this is gonna be the price going down. So yeah, again, it's just playing the candles and the volume. Nothing else, nothing more, and that's what I was trying to do earlier with HHT, try to play more than just the candles. And the trade didn't go my way. Hertz, it did break off. Hertz went crazy too. Yeah, so looking at Hertz, got a big spike, sell off, big spike, big sell off. Short sellers trying to cover some. Again, if you don't know how to short sell or what short selling is, I have a video that I just recently released about what short selling is. The whole yard's about short selling, how to short sell. Everything's on that video. So, well, the basic stuff, not detailed stuff. If you want detail, just comment on the video below and then let me know what questions you have there. But short selling, everything's explained there. And then boom, big spike. And then I think I got the alert just a few minutes ago too, above $1.73. Yeah, so about $1.73, so 6% gain right there. SINT, yeah, it's gonna be a slow sell off for the rest of the day, but that's fine. So for me on this trade with a low amount of shares, was it 217? 50% gain. I wish I would have taken that over my stupid 30% loss. No, I'm just kidding. It was like 12. It was at 220, 224. It was like 220, 123.99. When did I get off? $1.02. That's a big 17% gain, 17% loss. So you see how breaking even usually takes more than your losing percentage. So I literally had where are my trades? It's not showing my trades. I don't know what's going on over here. But basically, yeah, what is it? I have bought at, oh, so I sold at $1. That's even worse. So $1.23.99. To a whole dollar. A whole dollar. That's 19.3% loss, which is a total of 47.96. And with SINT, I made $17 on a 15% gain. So as you can see, a 15% gain wouldn't be even enough for it. And that's because I got in with low shares too. If I had more money, more capital, then it would have been a whole different story, but otherwise, no. So I got in at $1.88. And again, I sold out at $2.17. So that was a 15% gain. So almost a whole dollar per percent. And as you can see, SINT is not selling off. So even selling off around 250, which would have been a 33% gain, it would have put me at a gain of $37. So again, still not even enough. So again, I lost 19%, and 33% still doesn't even cover it. What about 270? Not even if the stock price went up to 270. So I'll say, actually, let's do 288. If it goes up a whole dollar, I mean, a whole dollar I would have definitely made my gains. So, but a whole dollar would have been like almost 50%. So as you guys can see, it's just, again, I had a low amount of shares too, so that also determines it. But not even a whole dollar would have helped me out. I mean, a whole dollar would have helped me out for it to recover, to break even. Even, um, but 50% would have been the ideal goal. 50% would have been, so from $1.88 to 50%, because again, I was making almost a whole dollar, would have been to $2.80 for me to break even. That's just breaking even, and not even some profit. It's just literally straight up breaking even. Actually 282, but it's just so much greater. And again, if I had more shares, it would have been a little different story. Because if I had 100 shares, minimum of 100 shares, let's see, 217. So 217. Yeah, that 50% gain would have definitely helped out if I would have had 100 shares of it. If I would have had 100 shares of SINT. It just comes down to how much capital there was too. But this was a great day. I hope it was a great learning experience for you as well. If you haven't done so, please help out with the YouTube algorithm by liking this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. But just make sure you hit just like the video to help out with the YouTube algorithm. It'll definitely help out a lot, and I'll appreciate it a lot as well. Since today was a great learning experience, and again, it just comes down to how much you're practicing outside. What are you doing to learn, to start seeing some patterns, to just basically trying to take any edge possible to find out what's going to be happening with the stock. But again, just a great learning experience for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So make sure you hit that like button, and also make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because again, I am live every single day, Monday through Friday, from 5:55 a.m. through 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just right before 35 minutes before the market opens. So make sure you guys do hit the subscribe button. And that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, make sure you guys watch the short selling video on how to short sell stocks. I think it's getting released today around noon, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So make sure you guys do watch it if you guys want to learn how to short sell a stock. Which today I would definitely short sold HHT, but again, I can't. It just comes down to the decision making. So, but that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, let me know. It's DM me on Instagram, and or comment down below, and I'll definitely help you out as much as possible, to the best of my abilities. But anything than that, just have yourself a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another day trading live. So take care, have a great Wednesday, and be safe.